Hey folks, so we're going to do a little more um, chair yoga, if you want to call it that, or chair, just some variations to a practice. So chair movements, let's do that. So we'll start off by just taking a few moments to ground. So you might have already kind of found yourself in an area, in a space that you want to practice in if you're watching this video. So yeah, just a regular chair. Allow yourself to sit up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, hands can kind of rest on your thighs or down by your side, whatever feels comfortable. And just for the sake of, just as practice, you might have already taken a few more breaths, or you might add a few extra breaths here, but let's take 3. So if you like, close your eyes, arrive into the space, feel the ground beneath your feet, chair beneath your seat, shoulders relaxed, and take 3 big breaths here. All right, 2 more. All right, last one. So here we go. Begin to open the eyes, and sometimes even just coming into or bringing a little bit of movement. You might start out that way by maybe just rolling the shoulders a few times, or even just letting your head maybe drop or rock side to side. Maybe even taking a nice big stretch. Reach the arms overhead. You might keep your hands, just over your shoulders, or it might even have found another space for yourself too, right? It doesn't have to be, straight overhead, whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe even interlacing the fingers. And draw the belly button in, so we're still lengthening here, right? So we're not trying to arch, just allow yourself to kind of get nice and long here. Beautiful. And then just gently release. Let the arms slowly float down. Maybe give them a little shake off. Right? And then we'll start by just bringing a little bit of movement into the spine. So we're going to just take some, I often refer to these as like cat cows, or chair cat cows. So sitting close to the edge of your seat, just to create a little space away from your the back of the chair. Let's take a big inhale and start to kind of sit up nice and tall first. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly start to kind of imagine yourself kind of tucking your tail under. So we're kind of rounding the spine, drawing the belly button in, and dropping the chin towards chest. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we'll slowly start to now kind of draw the tail outwards, so towards the back of the chair. Start to lift the chest, take the chin to look forward. And then again, just kind of rounding the spine. So you can kind of find whatever pace works for you. I often like to combine or kind of unite the breath and the movement with one another. So you might consider exhaling and rounding the spine. And then as you take an inhale, drawing yourself forward. Right? Whatever works though, And often, there might be some other little areas that you might want to kind of explore here. You might start to take some little circles into the hips. I like calling this one like my Britney Spears move. Kind of like but you don't have to go that far. Or even Elvis pelvises, just trying to work it out a little bit. Yeah. So do you though, right? This is your practice. As long as it's not causing any pain, right? We're not here to hurt ourselves. Beautiful. All right. And then as you're ready, we'll come back. You can even just take a moment to check things out. Sometimes adding a twist might be really nice too. So we might, consider taking, there's many options for our twist. You might just consider sitting up still, nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, and then just slowly begin to turn yourself. So we'll take our belly button to the right side. So I'm going to do my right anyways. So left hand can come onto the right knee, and I'm just going to swing my right arm over the back of the chair. And then just turn my chest ever so slightly to the right. Right? And you might even just notice if there's enough space, if there's a little space for yourself, you could also turn your chin to look over your right shoulder. Kind of like you're checking out a blind spot. Beautiful. Another big breath here. And then just gently release. Allow yourself to come out of this space. Consider going over to the other side. So we'll start to turn. Right hand to left knee. Left arm is going to just dangle over the back of the chair. And again, just turning. Awesome. Another big breath here. Beautiful. And just gently begin to bring yourself back through center. Cool. So that might felt really nice. You could take a moment to check in with yourself. Another one might be taking both arms now just to the back of the chair or the back chair legs. Again, giving yourself enough space, and then we'll press down our feet and then start to kind of draw the belly forward, chest forward, shoulders back, and start to kind of just open the chest a little bit here. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. Release the hands, come back into kind of just sitting up nice and tall. And then if you like, start to take the arms forward now. Maybe starting to lift them up, wherever that fits for you. Awesome. And then if you like, maybe take the arms nice and wide and begin to kind of hinge over the hips. So we're going to do a nice little forward fold. The arms can release. Another option could be for us to maybe even just bend our elbows and just rest our elbows over top of our knees. Still hinging and still having a bit of a fold, but this might be, just might feel a little nicer, especially if anyone's maybe dealing with or having any issues in the lower back. It might feel nice to come out of the direct fold in our forward fold, but another option could also be just allowing yourself to kind of rest your chest along the thighs as well. So take another big breath here. Big breath out. Awesome. Now if you're completely folded, we might slowly slide our hands, maybe just on top of our knees, so we can slowly begin to lift ourselves up. Beautiful. Nice. Relax to the shoulders again. Great. So now you might kind of get a sense that we're kind of warmed up a little bit. I know we've been doing things in a slower pace, but I mean, in the same way, a lot of muscles are still kind of wakening up, and for me right now, it's like 7:30 or something, so I'm feeling a little more looser than I did when I woke up. So but that's my story, not yours. All right, so let's sit up nice and tall, and then we're just going to bring a little bit of movement now into the legs. So I picked up this this move off somebody on Instagram. I believe the handle is Decolonization Fitness, which great resource and great way and a great they just have a really great presence on Instagram. So yeah, if you want to check them out, that's a great one. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we'll start out by just extending so our hands are on our thighs. We'll extend the right leg and flex the toes. Beautiful. And then just bring it back. And same thing over to the left side. So we're extending the left leg, flipping the toes up. Right? So we might just do that a few times. Straightening the leg. Yeah. Yeah. You might have already heard that. That might be a little snap, crackle, pop in the knees. I know they are for me anyways. Awesome. So this might be enough. This might be good for you. Another option could be now starting to take the right leg out to the side. Just keep flexing the toes back and then bring it back. And over to the other side. Beautiful. So we can continue doing that as well. Maybe starting to notice slight difference or, things starting to work themselves out. So what we could do next, so as we come over to the right side again, we might now take both arms out. And then over to the other side. So they use this as in that Instagram, kind of as like a variation to jumping jacks. So what a great way to warm up. Alright? So next, now that we're back on the right side, we might now extend the arms all the way up. Beautiful. Awesome. Alright, now I'm going to end on my right side, so just go one more round. Whew. Great, now just gently release. Okay, you might take a moment just to kind of check things out. How do you feel? Maybe bring a little more movement, maybe find a moment to pause, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then what's going to happen next is we're going to now that we've kind of opened things up a little more, so I'm still sitting pretty close to the edge of my chair. So what I'm going to do now is now take out my right foot off to the side, but this time I'm going to kind of bring just the ball of the foot, flex. So I'm flexing my foot, so I'm coming kind of like I was tippy-toeing here. My knee is out to the side a little bit, and I'm going to keep pressing down into my left foot. All right, so find what works for you. You could take your hands to your hips to check things out, maybe hands to the heart, maybe in bringing two sides together. Or we can always kind of check things out by taking the arms, cactus, right? We might take a cactus arm, or even just bring the arms straight up. So kind of just like a variation to a tree pose. Nice. Take a nice big breath here. Beautiful. Nice big breath out. Gently release. Let the arms come down. And we'll bring the leg in. All right, over to the other side. So left leg, left foot. I'm just going to now, so the ball of the foot is flexing and we're still engaging here, right? So they're still kind of opening to the side here, and then we're pressing down into that right foot. And again, find what works for you, right? Nice. And again, just encourage some breathing here. Just check things out. Beautiful. Awesome. Take another big breath here. Big breath out. Just gently release the arms. Again, bring the leg in. I often like just doing a little kind of windshield wipe, so you can take the legs out a little wider, just to bring a little bit of movement. If it's time, you might even just lift up, give it a little dance. Right? Flex your feet a little, and dance if you like. Dance if you like. Awesome. And then yeah, we'll come back. So we're going to sit down. We're going to try another a seated posture known